10 Things Netflix is Hiding About Pablo Escobar. Netflix was established in 1997, just 4 years after Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria passed away, and since then, it has experienced its fair share of fame, successes, and controversies. The same can be said about Escobar, who occasionally attracted not only fame, but also controversy in a single act. It should come as no surprise that celebrity and controversy followed the two when they collided with the release of Narcos in 2015. But did you know that Netflix is hiding 10 things about Pablo Escobar? Stay tuned to find out all about it. There is no such thing as perfection in a political story like this, and the devil may sometimes be in the details. So here are top 10 things which Netflix is hiding about Pablo Escobar. Number 10. Narcos' initial strategy. It is said that Netflix originally intended for this story to be a full-length feature film rather than a television program. But as they started looking for information and conducting research on the King of Coke, they knew that a single film wouldn't do. Number 9. Recordings made by Escobar. Pablo Escobar was a strong proponent of keeping records of events, which included filming of the events in his haciendas as they happened. This is one of the reasons why the show was so detailed. It was made possible by these recordings. As a result, they were able to generate a very accurate picture of the events and discussions. Number 8. Family views. Of course you had to expect this. And it's also very significant because you have to wonder how much of the story and how much of Pablo's interaction with his family was accurate, and how the Escobars felt about it. And did you know that Netflix and the family of Pablo Escobar are involved in a trademark fight over Narcos? Number 7. The brutality of Pablo Escobar. Pablo Escobar was one of the most dreadful people to ever walk the globe. As you can probably infer from watching the show, Agent Steve Murphy describes how, before Escobar, law enforcement was unfamiliar with narco-terrorism in his speech to login conferences in Lithuania. Number 6. True nature of M19. The Narcos features the majority of experts will disagree with. One of the biggest guerrilla organizations in Colombia was M19. Left-wing nationalism, Bolivarian, revolutionary socialism, and co-theory influenced by Marxist revolutionary Che Guevara were among their philosophies. Number 5. The bond between Pablo and his family. It makes sense that their interactions with Pablo were inventive, given that the man's family was not contacted despite playing a significant role in the film. And that is a risky approach to present a tale, especially if you already have predetermined assumptions. Number 4. La Cathedral's secrets. Escobar's 5-star prison is depicted in the episode as being opulent and furnished with many of the drug lord's possessions, but it doesn't reveal everything. Recall the tapes we discussed earlier. As the cathedral also had more Escobar-related material, in the film, Escobar abandons a sizable book filled with images. However, in their book Manhunters, How We Stopped Pablo Escobar, agents Murphy and Pena wrote, "In his adjacent office, we discovered a film canister in the trash." Number 3. The impact of Carlos Leder. Klaus Wilhelm Leder, a German immigrant to Colombia, who later used the name Guillermo Leder, Carlos Leder was a leader of the violent Colombian drug cartel responsible for most of the cocaine imported to the United States. He has been responsible for smuggling more than 3 tons of cocaine into the United States. Number 2. Suicide of Escobar. If you are familiar with Pablo Escobar's story, it may seem strange to associate the word suicide with his demise. However, close family members, including his brother, and most importantly, his son, Juan Pablo, have claimed that Pablo Escobar killed himself. Juan Pablo, who was the last person El Patron spoke to before his death, makes a strong case for why he thinks his father committed suicide. Number 1. Wagner Moura's position on drugs. Wagner did a fantastic job portraying Pablo Escobar in Narcos. The Brazilian actor received praise for the part and has been so closely associated with Escobar that a Google search for the drug lord's name returns images of him. But they are even more alike than that. Moura is an advocate for legalizing drugs like cocaine, and after experiencing life as Escobar, he takes that belief very seriously. This is due to the fact that Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria would have primarily been regarded as a cunning businessman who made money from nothing and helped the poor in a world where cocaine was legal. The majority of his ordered killings started with dissuading officials who wanted to lock him up. What did you think about the 10 things Netflix is hiding about Pablo Escobar? Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.